Hi, I'm Mark,
And I'm Andrew.
and this is our project about aliens. Aliens are pretty cool, and a lot of people know this, including Hollywood. But what they don't know is what aliens actually are. How do they survive? What are their traits? What do they look like? What they don't know, we decided to try and find out.
So we don't know if there's planets like Hoth or Klingon lingering in our universe or solar system, but we do know planets like Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, and Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, that may have a potential to harbor life.
Why did we choose these planets? Well, because they have water on them. Or at least are suspected to contain water. Mars has polar ice caps, which are made of water ice. Unfortunately, during the winter, they're frozen at about negative 125 degrees Celsius, according to space.com. But this isn't the only thing that makes it hard for things to survive on Mars. Due to the fact that it does not have a spinning core, it is constantly getting bombarded by radiation. And well, we spent a long time, this is one of our biggest challenges, calculating it, because there's a lot of different units of radiation. But what we did find out is that there are some species that could survive this radiation. One well-known species is cockroaches. Cockroaches are sort of well-known for being able to survive a lot of radiation. They could survive the radiation on Mars, but because there's no oxygen, they would die because they can't breathe. Other radiation-resistant species are types of fungi called radiotrophic fungi, and a type of bacteria which is the most radiation-resistant thing known to man, Deinococcus radiodurans. Unfortunately, Deinococcus radiodurans is an obligate aerobe, so it would also die due to the lack of oxygen, but some of these fungi, the radiotrophic ones, do not require oxygen to survive. So it's possible that these could survive on Mars.
Our next planet is Europa. Now, we think Europa may have the potential, or one of the highest potentials to harbor life, is its gargantuan ocean. While Europa has an average temperature of negative 160 Celsius, according to space.com, its ocean manages to stay in a liquid state due to the friction of the core moving and creating heat. Now, this water is easily accessible because Europa's crust is only 19 kilometers thick, according to space.com, and well, compared to Earth's, this is rather minuscule, where Earth's is 30 to 50 kilometers thick. There are also geysers. While it was difficult to find a species that was able to survive this harsh environment, we really couldn't find a species because nothing would be able to survive such a cold environment. Yeah.
And some problems we faced. As I mentioned earlier, radiation was a huge problem because there are a lot of different units. When we were researching, we found that radiation that was hitting Mars was, some people listed it in a unit called sieverts. And for how much radiation some species could survive, some of it was listed in different units like rems. We eventually found a online converter that we used that saved us a lot of trouble. And that's how we got a lot of the numbers we had.
So another problem was the sudden change in direction of our project. At first we started Google Slides, but not this one, where we listed all our information, but then Mr. Ori suggested an infograph. But at the time we didn't have that much time to finish this infograph, so we didn't end up finishing it.
So what you're probably wondering is, what is our conclusion? What is an alien? And unfortunately, there's no definite way to know what is an alien. There are many possibilities, but unless we go over to one of these places and see them for ourselves or send a satellite to get pictures, we're not going to know what an alien actually is or if they even are there. And why should you care about this anyways? So what if there are aliens on other planets? Well, at this current time, you really don't need to care. We don't know about aliens. They may not be on another planet, so they don't affect us. But if in the future we ever do gain the ability to find life on other planets, they could have tons of possibilities. It could be used in a new drug to cure previously uncurable disease. It could be used in a new type of biotech. There's a lot of stuff that can be done with these aliens. And these are our sources. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We hope you enjoyed.